including 5 of the 6 attackers. Sky's Julie Hyde-Mew reports.
Hundreds of people gathered in central Dhaka to pay their respects to the victims of the deadliest Islamist attack in Bangladesh's history. Most of those killed were foreigners from Italy, Japan, India and the United States.
We have gathered here today in grief, in anger, in solidarity, in protest of the gruesome killings of innocent people who had just gone to have dinner. This kind of an attack in a public place with innocent civilians, many of whom were our guests in our country, is something that is unacceptable to all people of this country.
6 gunmen burst into the Holy Artisan Bakery restaurant in Dhaka's diplomatic zone just before 9 o'clock on Friday night. They hacked and stabbed to death 20 hostages and also shot and killed 2 police officers who arrived on the scene. After a 9-hour standoff, 5 of the attackers died when they detonated a bomb as commandos closed in. One of the attackers survived and is in custody. The attack has been claimed by Islamic State, which posted pictures online of 5 of the people involved. Those who've been identified are said to have come from privileged backgrounds, adding to the sense of shock in Bangladesh. Former classmates who recognise some of them have posted their reactions on social media. The attackers are said to have been well-to-do young men who studied in private schools and universities and not in Islamic seminaries or madrasas.
They're young men from educated families who love speaking in English more than Bengali. Before, we had young men who became drug addicts and lost control. Today, they're becoming militant.
At least 3 of the attackers are said to have been missing from their homes for the past 6 months. Police are investigating their links to Islamic State, which has said the atrocity was carried out to avenge attacks on Muslims across the world. But the victims of terrorist attacks carried out by Islamist extremist groups have mostly been Muslims in Muslim countries. Bangladesh has a population of 160 million, most of whom are Muslim. Authorities say the group that carried out Friday's attack wasn't linked to Islamic State as claimed, but belonged to a local Mujahideen militant group, which wants the country to introduce Sharia law.
The people who did it in the name of so-called religion, it is not religion as we see it, because religion cannot be something that talks about killing. This is terrorism, this is murder, this is mass murder.
Whoever was responsible for Friday's shocking attack, it marks a major escalation in scale and brutality by militants demanding Islamic rule in Bangladesh. Julie Hyde-Mew, Sky News.
6 men who attempted to smuggle Class A drugs into the